Yo, what's good? Welcome back to Jacksonville Sports. And yesterday I talked a little bit about how we signed Dante DiVincenzo. And I came across this cool ass channel called Swiss Culture. If you're a Warriors fan, you may know of it. I'm gonna link his channel and video of this in the description. Go check him out. I've been watching a couple of his videos. I really like his style and just he does what I like to do, just talk about the game, and primarily about Warriors like I am. So this video is about Dante and how he is the replacement of GP2. That is, before we sign Beverly. All we can hope. But dude, that would just be a meme with Beverly and Draymond on the court. That'd be that's Hall of Fame menace, bro. Anyways, let's get it.
The Golden State Warriors have made a big move in free agency. It didn't take them long to find a replacement for one of the players we lost less than 24 hours after free agency began. Oh yeah, that's right. The Warriors got hit with a free agency barrage as other teams rushed to quickly snatch up the Warriors' bench
kept it in the notice that they left.
Their championship run. The first casualty was Juan Toscano Anderson, who was picked up by the Lakers with lightning quickness. This has happened so often it's become tradition. The Warriors go on a run, the veterans in the backdrop play great, and
they go to the Lakers,
swoop in, promising the moon and the sun, and said player gets packing. While it wasn't that clear-cut with
like JaVale,
who was not given a qualifying offer
Quinn
by
Cook.
Golden State, the Lakers were happy to offer just below what would have been a qualifying offer from Golden State at $1.9 million to secure Juan Toscano for 20.
And Lee just went to the Suns.
The next to go would be Gary Payton II, who went to the Trailblazers on a $28 million contract over 3 years. After being initially rumored to go to the Dallas Mavericks, Portland came out of nowhere to sign Payton for the big payday. Otto Porter Jr. was the third to go, and at this point, fans were worried because the Warriors supporting veteran players were getting snatched up like hot bread. Toronto signed Porter on a 2-year contract. Although the deal hasn't completely been released, the thought is that the first year is guaranteed. However, year 2 is
at least we got Looney.
It may just be the veterans minimum, plus some added perks. Next up went Bielitsa. The Warriors wanted to hold on to B, however he chose to play for Fenerbahce of the Turkish League in Europe on a 2-year deal. Hey, what's happening everyone? This is Swish. As you know, all these guys had provided some help to the Warriors during this run to the finals, especially Payton, Bielitsa, and Porter Jr.
I'm just excited, we gotta watch this dunk right quick.
The fact that they were given the offers they received.
LeBron made a business decision right there, but I'm excited to watch DiVincenzo and Poole. They're going to be a great backup backcourt. It's going to be a great combo coming off the bench. DiVincenzo's not quite on that same level as GP2 on the defensive end, but he'll get you more buckets. I think, like I was saying earlier, he averages about like 11 points a game. So I'm excited, and he can still hold his own on defense. So looking forward to that, and also intrigued to see our other free agent moves. And like I've said before, like the Rooks are just going to have to step up. We're going to have to improve in other areas of the game just to make up for these losses. Simple as that. And Wiseman, I hope Wiseman can get healthy this offseason.
No surprise. With
his rim protection and his ability to run in transition is going to be huge.
James Wiseman, who has yet to really get time on the court to prove himself, the Warriors' cash flow seems to be getting a bit tight, as they are already deep into the luxury tax bracket with additional salary to sign with their emerging talent. While Chase Center has been pulling a lot of weight, it still isn't infinite. Now, a lot of fans were disappointed that the Warriors allowed these players to get picked up. However, we have to remember that prior to the Warriors, these players barely had any value. Gary Payton II, for instance, was just barely able to
I'm glad he got his recognition because, bro, he was balling last year in the Summer League, and then we waived him for like a week or whatever it was, and I was like, Bob, what are you doing? Because you could just see, he was hooping. He was dropping like 25 and clamping everyone up, and then we waived him. And we almost kept Avery Bradley over him, bro. Who knows if we would have won. I'm glad he got his recognition, got the ring with us. Otto, Bielitsa, Lee, him. Like, hey, I'm just so glad we won. He got his recognition, got his bag. And he can always come back later.
That 15th spot. Prior to that,
wish you could have got him back, though, bro.
Contract. This means that it's not so much the players that are driving the success of the Warriors as it is the organization putting these guys in position to succeed. The one common denominator in all of these successes of Golden State still remains in Stephen Curry. Curry essentially immobilizes other teams' defenses by taking opposing players out of the game. This allows his teammates to thrive, and as long as they buy into
I don't
the
know
winning
about those.
mentality of Golden State, they'll
They've
get
dropped
to the light
like
at
these
the
are
end
way
of
better.
tunnel.
Like those, bro. Look at these with the pinstripe shorts, bro.
Players out of the game. This allows his teammates to thrive, and as long
Yes,
as they
I don't
buy
remember
into
those.
the
I
winning
think
mentality
Curry was wearing that in that one Christmas commercial back then.
of Golden State,
And they
they'll get to the
when
light
they're all
at the
shooting
end
in
of the
those
tunnel.
nets.
That doesn't mean the players themselves don't get
Chimes.
credit. They have to put the work in order to get things done, so credit where it's due. That said, none of the players the Warriors lost are irreplaceable. The toughest player the Warriors would have had to replace is Kevon Looney, the starting center for the franchise this past year. Looney has been available for every single game, staying healthy for the full year in somewhat surprising fashion. Not only was he available, but he put up some stellar performances, equaling records dating back to the mid-70s. The Warriors could not afford to lose him.
Yeah, I've said it before. Like in my opinion, the most important free agent we had to sign back was Loon, and then right behind him was GP2. He's gonna be, I don't know, he's borderline irreplaceable. Just what he does for his size, his defense, but. Again, DiVincenzo can get you more buckets, but it's not going to be on the same tier, so it kind of balances it out. But we'll see.
Looney re-signed with the Warriors at $25 million for 3 years. So, what big move did the Warriors make in the free agency market? That big move was to acquire 6'4" guard DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo, as some of you may be aware, initially played for the Milwaukee Bucks when he entered the league. Milwaukee
look at the
drafted
score, bro.
DiVincenzo with the 17th pick in the 2018 NBA draft out of Villanova and had been a rotational piece for the team since then. While he didn't make the starting
That's a great
lineup,
pickup, bro.
DiVincenzo provided a significant boost to the Milwaukee Bucks second unit. Due to a severe ankle injury, DiVincenzo didn't play in the Bucks playoff run in 2021. He finally recovered in December of 2021, 2 months prior to being traded to the Sacramento Kings in February of 2022, where he averaged 10 points per game, 3.6 assists, and 4.4 rebounds, 1.5 steals, 27% from 3, and
1.5 steals is
84%
great.
from the free throw line over 25 games. During 2020, he had the third best defensive rating of any player in the league, with one of the two ahead of him being his own teammate, Giannis. Now, you might have figured that he was signed as a replacement for Gary Payton II, and you'd be right. At 6'4", DiVincenzo is a high motor guard that can knock down threes and be a lockdown defender.
So glad we got him for 2 years,
These
too.
are the traits from Gary Payton
Even though
that
it's a
worked
player
so
option,
well with
but-
the team and was the catalyst for Payton excelling. While DiVincenzo does not have Payton's level of athleticism, he is still a very athletic player. The one knock on DiVincenzo is his overall field goal percentage, which suffered at Sacramento, where he only hit 36% of his shots. However, his career overall saw him shoot 41% from the field.
But that, bro,
In case
he's gonna. I think he's gonna get more than 36%. Just the spacing that you're gonna get when you're hooping with Steph and Clay and even Poole. Like if you put him on the court with another shooter, that's way more spacing that you're gonna than you're ever gonna get with Sacramento. So I at least I think he'll get up there. Hopefully 45% will be good, but he's gonna get a lot of better looks, and people are just gonna be doubling Steph, Clay, and more teams are gonna be throwing two people at Poole. So even when he's with Poole coming off the bench, like he's gonna get way better looks than he got in Sac.
you didn't know, the spacing on the Kings is atrocious.
Yeah.
And I'd wager that DiVincenzo will improve statistically
Just about to
in
talk
the
about
majority
it.
of categories. DiVincenzo was actually a much better prospect than Gary Payton was when Payton arrived at the Dubs facility. Payton was a guy that bounced around the G League, and a year with the Dubs earned him a multi-year 8-figure payout. DiVincenzo, on the other hand, was a first-round pick just outside of the lottery. Think about what the Warriors can do with this level of talent. He's got much better handling, finishing, and shooting than Payton, and in scenarios where the Warriors need him to do a bit more, such as an increased role in facilitating in the backcourt or outright scoring, he'll finish quite high on the boards. These are things that Payton struggled with, but are a natural part of DiVincenzo's game. Teams just don't take these things into account when they're signing players away from the Warriors or allowing them to pick up certain quality talents. Allowing the Warriors to pick this kid up is a mistake the rest of the league will regret. In order to sign DiVincenzo, the Warriors gave him a 2-year deal worth $9 million.
That's a great price
Almost
too,
$4
bro.
on the dollar with the luxury tax. That actual amount will be closer to $40 million. Now imagine the amount the Dubs would have to pay Payton on a $28 million contract. We're looking at nearly $120 million over 3 years. That is super.
Bro, damn. I didn't even take that into. I didn't even know it was gonna be that much more. I knew it was a lot more, maybe like 80 million. But 105, damn. yeah, I see it both sides. Like, I'm glad GP2 got his bag, and this is a great pickup to make up for that, and we don't nearly have to pay as much. And he's just gonna what he's gonna make up for on the defensive end that because he's not in the same tier as Payton, he can do on the offensive end, like his dribbling, like you were saying, dribbling, shot making ability, playmaking. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
$1 million over 3 years. That is superstar cash flow. While DiVincenzo doesn't pop off the charts right now the same way Payton has in this past year's playoffs, he certainly has the capability to match what we were able to get from Gary Payton. The same way that the franchise put our now gone vets in position to succeed, DiVincenzo will have that same opportunity. He's proven he can knock down the shots if left open, and he has the same level of hustle mentality that you will find in a player like JTA. He likes to get in the passing lanes and initiate fast breaks. Whenever I've watched him play on the Bucks, as admittedly I didn't see much of him on the Kings, he was always a player that I thought was
That's what I was gonna say. Like, when we signed him, I wasn't gonna sit up here and act like I knew everything about him. Like, when I would watch, like, when we play the Bucks, or like when I throw on an occasional Bucks game just to watch Giannis, I'd see him and knew he was solid, but I never watched him in sack. Just when the games we played against him. So I didn't have like this huge analysis to give you guys or a lot of opinion on him, but after doing more research, I'm really excited to see what he can bring, and it's just a great addition to our bench.
Tough competitor. I was always concerned about our matchup, as he's a matchup nightmare for so many players. He always seemed one step ahead. However, he wasn't really given the opportunity so many players get while on the Warriors. After his injury, he was involved in a 4-team trade that sent Ibaka to the Bucks. Believe it or not, this kid will absolutely thrive with Steve Kerr in Golden State. The fact that the Warriors picked him up gives me peace of mind in his replacement of Gary Payton in the rotation. This was an A+ pickup for the Warriors. That's it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Swish.
Bro, you could just picture it, bro. Instead of Giannis, it's gonna be instead of Lopez. Actually, it's gonna be Draymond right there.
Till next time. Swish.
Swish. I like that. Shout out to Swish Culture. Damn, I'm gonna have to watch more of his videos. Shout out to you for these. Again, he's primarily Warriors. I'm gonna link his channel and video down in the description below. But yeah, after watching that too and just looking at more videos, I might can't say it enough. But yeah, man, I'm actually going to the Summer League game that they're gonna have tomorrow at Chase. The Kings are playing the Heat, and then the Lakers are playing the Dubs. So when you buy a ticket, you can watch both the games. So I was really hyped for that. Me and my homie are going. So look out for that video. Probably have it out on Monday or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday because the 4th's on Monday. We'll see. But anyways, thanks for watching. And as always, peace.